All right, we're back live with another Instant Reaction podcast. The Patriots have double dipped at wide receiver, officially double dipping at wide receiver. They have drafted wide receiver from Liberty, Demario Douglas, 5'8", guy that worked out at the Shrine Bowl with the Patriots. So they obviously worked with him. They liked him. Small kid, 5'8". He's small, but he's got 4.44 speed. Sounds kind of weird, right? But he ran a 4.440. Technically, it was 4.44, so that's why. But he's fast. He's fast. He's quick. He's a slot guy, obviously. But he is, what's funny about him is that, I think, in my opinion, I think that if Christian Gonzalez was taken, then they were going with Zay Flowers in the first round at 17. Demario Douglas is like a poor man's Zay Flowers, right? He's not nearly as good as Zay Flowers is, but he's similar size-wise, similar speed-wise, right? Not as good, but again, he's a guy that from the slot can push vertically because he has the vertical speed. And Charlie, you're totally right. Evan Lazar was 100% on this guy. Really liked him a lot. But it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things where we looked at it and said, the Patriots haven't gone for any skill position players and they haven't done this, they haven't done that. So the Patriots obviously felt as though the draft, the best players in the draft were at the positions that they went for, that they were immediate impact players at corner, at edge, at linebacker, right? And that they were players that could be valuable additions on the offensive line. And now they're going after those skill position players, right? To make 2 out of 3 picks be wide receivers, I think is huge. And it's funny. We were just talking about Demario Douglas on the Booty podcast, on the Booty Instant Reaction. And it's for me, it's not, he doesn't have the upside that a guy like Booty has. But we all know how much the Patriots love their slot guys. If he can be a very good slot receiver for them, or if he can at least develop into a guy that can be there occasionally. And look, he was a punt return guy at Liberty. Obviously, they have a pretty damn good punt return guy right over my shoulder here in Marcus Jones. I don't think that they're going to have to worry about him as punt returner. But if something were to happen to Marcus Jones, well, then now you get another guy that can back him up, And if he's a guy that can play, if he's a guy that can play special teams, also important too. Right. So I think that's another part of it where you look at it and just say, hey, it's not perfect. Okay. He's not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. But he's a guy that can be a solid player for the Patriots and could develop into that. Right. He's exactly the type of guy that they go after, where he's got some flaws to his game. He's small, but we've heard a bunch of people talk about how he is athletic. He can move. He can move after the catch, right? And he has some of that athletic upside. Now, again, not an elite athlete by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, when I say that, I mean like not an elite talent, I should say. He's here in the 6th round, right? He's here in the 6th round for a reason. This is right around where he was projected to go. But I like the idea of taking a shot at a guy that fits a role that you have in your offense. He's a guy that fits that role, okay? I know Keegan doesn't like him because they torched UMass, but he has that actual speed. And again, we don't know. Right, we're not sure exactly what's going to happen, right? And Lazar, as someone pointed out, right, was definitely in on him. He likes Booty and the Demario Douglas pick as well, because the film looks good. the shake and the wiggle and the way that he was able to work on those things. And look, the Patriots have a better understanding of him than we do. They worked with him very close at the Shrine Bowl. They did. And so, and so we'll see what happens there. Now, pick 214 is in. We're we're waiting to see who that ends up being. Let's see. Did we get it? No, not yet. So there we go. How about this? Just right now for Manager Schefter, they drafted 2 wide receivers in the 6th round, Kayshon Boutte and Demario Douglas, marking the first time New England has ever taken 2 wide receivers in the same round in a single draft. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but it's a little fun fact. It's a little fun fact there. So, the Patriots pick is in. And so let's see what that is as it comes through. I haven't seen it yet. But hopefully I will get it in just a second here. Hold on. 214. Just searching the old Twitter machine. Here we go. We got it. All right, here we go. Got it. All right, with pick number 214 in the 6th round, the Patriots have drafted Michigan State corner Amir Speed. Ooh, Amir Speed. Okay. Is he fast? I don't know. His name suggests that he's fast. I mean, if your name is Speed, you have to be kind of at least decently fast, right? You would think. One would assume. But let's take a look at the RAS really quick. Is vertical now. Okay, 4.34. Pretty fast for a guy with the last name Speed. 4.34 on the 40, 4.2 6 shuttle, and 6.99 cone. Not bad. 6'3", 209, 14 reps on the bench. Golly, that's a big dude. 6'3", 209 at corner. I like that. You like to see that quite a bit. 8.86 RAS. So we'll see. I mean, look, of course, we don't know. We don't know what that's going to look like as it plays out. And who I've never heard of him here. I'm not gonna lie to you, never heard of him. Never heard of him. Haven't seen anything about him. But I know that he played at Michigan State. And again, like I said, 6'3". He's a big dude, which is good. And so you like to see that, obviously. And so, is he a guy that can play corner? Obviously, he's a cornerback, but is he a guy that could maybe play safety at some point? So, Charlie Foxtrot here from Dane Brugler. Overall, Speed doesn't have the body of work of college shape of an NFL draft pick, but has enticing athletic gifts for his size, plus a ton of special teams experience. And so that to me that's a huge one, right? He plays special teams. He runs well. He's a big dude at 6'3", 210. He's got big hands. I'm sorry, he's got this place has his hands as his arm length instead of his hands. It was 32 and 5/8. I'm like, those are big hands. Wait, that's his arm length. His wingspan isn't maybe quite as big as you would think it would be for being 6'3". But I like it. So, and then, spends what? And Charlie Foxtrot just said it too, but he was at Georgia. He's at Georgia, spent 5 years on Georgia, and then transferred to Michigan State and played at Michigan State too. So I just think, even if he's just a special teams guy, even if he never plays on the defensive side of the ball, and he's just a special teams guy, late here at the end of the 6th round, I'm totally fine with that. And again, maybe you never know. Maybe he develops into something down the road. So, they were looking for size at the outside cornerback position. Now they drafted Christian Gonzalez, of course, who is at 6'1", 6'2" range. The guy I liked was Terrell Smith. Terrell Smith's already gone, of course, from Minnesota. I believe he's from Minnesota. And so they jump up and grab Amir Speed at he says 217. I thought it was 214. But either way, it doesn't matter. So it's one of those things. Now, as my dad mentions in the comments here, they're going to draft 11 players in this draft. That is insane. That is completely insane. Um, I'm blown away that they're actually doing that. And so it's one of those interesting things for me. I was hoping Evan Hull would be the guy here. Maybe Evan Hull will be the guy at 245 if they make that pick. But I do think that they could really use um, a running back. And again, just really kind of a pass catching running back. I know they're okay at running back. They signed James Robinson. They have players, right? Obviously, you got Ramondre, and you had your two rookies last year, who I think we're expecting a little bit more from this year. But still, I do think that that they should take another guy at least that has some experience pass catching. So, one thing, Dark Blue Gold pointing out, we are up to 4 alliterative guys. So that, of course, would be Marte Mapu, City Sao, Bryce Behringer, and Demario Douglas. 4 guys with the same first name and last name. And Charlie says hello to Jerry, my dad. So, uh, anyways, that's what I got. That's what I got. So exciting and exciting. Oh, the banner. I forgot about the banner, but that's okay. At 210, the Patriots take Demario Douglas, again, the wide receiver from Liberty. And at 214, the Patriots take Amir Speed, the cornerback from Michigan State. And again, it's possible that neither of those guys ever develop into starting caliber players on the field. But in the 6th round, you're looking for guys that are different than what you have on your roster right now, and guys that possess traits that can be good enough for you to be successful. Okay. And so what does that mean? That means guys that are either larger or in some cases smaller, right? Demario Douglas is only 5'8", but you don't really have a receiver like that small and shifty right now. So I think that's an interesting spot, right? Kind of like don't get me wrong, it's not even have close to the athleticism that Marcus Jones has, but it's similar to that Marcus Jones type size, right? And then Amir Speed, you talk about 6'3", the size of him similar to Joe Juan Williams. But Joe Williams can't run nearly as fast as he can run, and so when you talk about the athleticism, that's something that you don't have. So nope, is my mic not sounding great? Sorry about that. So, nevertheless, that's what we got. So again, 210, Demario Douglas, 214, Amir Speed. Patriots are on the clock for one more pick at 245, and assuming they make that, I'll be back. Maybe Matt will be with me. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you a little bit later on today.